Once again, are willing to bet big money you never heard the words coconut bake bagel in a single sentence before. So when I did my bagel recipe video, I promised that I had something special in store. And while I was making this, I was thinking how I could make this a little more local. And I have a little idea, and I feel it could work. So in our upcoming video, stay tuned. I'll try to do a little experiment and, bring you all along for the journey. So look out for that. And today I'm making good on that promise. It's been long overdue, but here we are. Today we're going to do a coconut bake bagel. And this literally came to me while I was doing that other recipe. And this is something I really enjoy in my cooking adventures. I love to learn about cuisines from around the world and then take the dishes that I learn about and reimagine it in a local context. So that's what we're doing today. So I have my fresh coconut here that I'm just going to crack open. I'm just going to drain the liquid into this bowl. I just want to break this apart some more so I could easily remove the flesh from the shell. And of course, you want to be careful when you're doing this, right? Because if you're not, you could damage yourself. You want to be real careful when you're doing this. Do not use a sharp knife or a pointed knife to do this removing of the flesh from the shell. I would urge you to use a butter knife, something dull. So now I just want to cut the coconut into smaller pieces. And even though, yes, it is going into the blender, I'm just cutting it into smaller pieces to help the blender along and also to make sure that, we get a finer grit or finer grain of grated coconut in the blender. I don't want huge chunks. I want some nice, finely grated pieces. And of course, doing this step also allows me to stack on some coconut in between, right? So we're going to add our coconut to the blender. Add in the coconut water. Now I add in 2 cups of hot water. Alright, nice. Alright, so for this recipe, I need 270 grams of coconut milk. And don't worry, I will post a link to the full recipe in the video description, and I will have the ingredients in the full recipe listed by weight as well as by volume, so don't worry about it. I have you covered. The beauty about using the scale is that I can always dial it back to get precise measurements. Alright, good to go. For the dough, we also need 50 grams of shredded coconut or grated coconut. Okay, so we have all our ingredients for the dough set out. So now let's start to make this dough. I'm going in with 480 grams of bread or baker's flour here. And I want to use bread flour or baker's flour with high protein content so that we get some nice gluten development in the dough. Going in with 9 grams of yeast, 10 grams of salt, about 1/8 of a teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg. I'm going to combine this. Now I'm going to add my grated coconut, add in the coconut milk. And I'm also going in with 10 grams of honey. If you don't have honey, you could use brown sugar, that's fine. At this point, I just want to go in with my hands and make sure that the wet and dry ingredients are well combined. So at this point, we're not really looking to knead the dough. We're just bringing it together into one cohesive ball of dough. And once we're at that point, we want to cover this and allow it to rest for 30 minutes. All right, so 30 minutes later, just going to come back to this dough. So I just want to go in and just stretch and fold the dough onto itself. And that is to develop some strength and some structure in the dough. Just want to bring it back into a nice smooth ball. Place it seam side down. So now we're just going to cover this and allow this to rest for 45 minutes to 1 hour. So while the dough is resting, let's make the filling for our coconut baked bagels. So I had this idea of doing a twist on the popular Bagel Lox, which is a bagel with cream cheese, smoked salmon, capers, that kind of thing. Yes, we can get smoked salmon here locally, but I think something that is more traditional in our cuisine is smoked herring. And if you ever had smoked herring before, you'll know that smoked herring is way more pungent in flavor than smoked salmon. Smoked salmon is a little more subtle in the smoked flavors, but this is very pungent, very strong flavors. So I will be using this, but using it sparingly. I'm not going to go for overpowering smoked herring taste. I just want to add a nice little smokiness. I'm going to incorporate that with the cream cheese. Add in, of course, the usual aromatics you would find with smoked herring, which is your onion, your garlic, pimento, and tomatoes. And I add in some celery in there as well. So let me get into this. Let me do this. I'm going to dice one onion. To prep our smoked herring, you want to bring some water to a rolling boil in a pot. Now you just want to add the smoked herring into the pot. And you're just going to let this boil for about 5 minutes to remove some of the excess salt out of it. Alright, so now we're just going to drain this and I'm going to rinse the smoked herring under room temperature water, and then we're going to move on to the next step. So I have my smoked herring drained and rinsed. So now I'm just going to shred it up, and I'm also going to remove as much fine bones as I can out of it. You're never going to get to remove every single one, so don't worry about it. So just going in with my fingers here and just breaking it down into very fine pieces. Alright, so we're looking good here. So now to move on to the other ingredients. Alright, so I have a pan on high heat here. Just gonna add some oil to it. Just about a tablespoon of olive oil. Now going in with onion, pimento, celery stalks, garlic. So we're not adding any salt to this because we have enough salt in our smoked herring. Tomatoes. We're done here already. So I'm switching off my heat. And now we're going to add my smoked herring to the pot. Alright, we're good to go here. Perfect. Let's move on to the next step. Alright, so the final step in making our filling is to add some cream cheese to our smoked herring mixture. And I also add in the leaves of the celery. I use the stalks in the saute. Then I add in the fresh leaves to the mixture here. And that's going to give it a nice fresh pop of flavor. Now we're just going to mix this all in. And this right here is going to be an amazing filling for our coconut baked bagels. So our dough has finished resting, so now it's time to portion it out into balls before we make our bagels. So this recipe will give you 8 decent sized bagels, right? So I like to use the scale to measure it out, so I have, evenish sizes for each of my bagels. So what I like to do is I'll put the dough onto the counter like this. Bring my scale. Alright, 817 grams. So we're just going to divide that by 8. So each dough ball should work out to about 102 grams. Now, if you wanted to, you could make these a little smaller and go for like 10 bagels instead. But I want to make them, decent size. So I'm going for 8 instead of 10. But as I said, You could always make them a little smaller if you wanted to. Alright, so now I just want to dust my countertop with a little bit of flour, not much at all. Now we're just going to shape these into some nice tight balls. Just kind of stretch it over itself like that. Tuck it in, seal it to the bottom. I'm just going to rest it. So this dough is slightly tacky, so that's why I dusted my countertop with a little flour. And I put a little flour on my hands just to handle the dough. Doesn't stick to my hand too much. Alright, so now we have all our dough balls formed. We're just going to cover this. And we're going to allow this to rest for about 15 minutes. You just want them to puff up and plump up a little bit. And then we're going to put them into the bagel bath and then get them in the oven and bake them off. Alright, so 15 minutes later and we're ready to go. So for this part of the process, you want to have everything laid out and ready to go, right? So I have my dough balls here ready to shape into the bagels. I have my shredded coconut here that I'm going to use to top the bagels. I have my bagel bath here already going. And now it's just to shape the bagels and we're ready to go. So to shape the bagels, it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. You're just going to pick it up like this. Use your thumb to make a hole in it. And then use your thumb and your index to pull it like so. Just make it into a ring. And then this goes straight into the bagel bath, which is just water with a little bit of honey. And we're just going to allow these to cook for like a minute on each side. And this part of the process is going to give our bagels a nice shiny coat. Take them out and dipping it straight into the grated coconut and then placing it on our rack. So I have my oven preheated at 400 degrees and these bagels are ready to go. We're going to bake these off for 20 to 25 minutes or until they are golden brown. So our bagels are out of the oven and we're looking and smelling real good. Look at this beautiful crust that we have going on here with the shredded coconut. A nice crusty exterior. Look at the inside of that. I have a nice little crumb structure here, and that is from using our bread flour or baker's flour, and of course using the stretch and fold method. So we get some real nice results here. Before I try it with the filling, I'm going to go in for a taste as is. You have a lovely crust on the outside, nice, soft and chewy on the inside as a bagel should be. Of course, again, the coconut flavor in there. Again, a hint of that nutmeg coming through, just giving it that warm spice finish. And now I'm going to try it with our cream cheese and smoked herring filling. This is really, really delicious. Of course, you're getting the smokiness from the smoked herring. Again, that nice creamy texture from the cream cheese. Some lovely acidity in there from the tomatoes. And then the celery bringing some nice texture as well as a nice pop of freshness. This real nice. I mean, yes, you have your Bagel Lox, but trust me, this is a really nice twist on a Bagel Lox. And just like that, once again, we're making history on this channel. We did it first with the saltfish bulldog focaccia. Now we're doing it again with a coconut baked bagel with a cream cheese and smoked herring filling. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and give it a share. If you do want to try this at home, I will post a link to the full recipe in the video description, so look out for that. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please take a moment to do so. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.